congratulations first of all for getting a IRMA call. And in this short session, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through as to what you need to be preparing for your second stage process of IRMA. IRMA is a very different college as compared to all the other B schools that we have talked about. And the program in itself is very different. It's a rural management program. And because of which it's important that you have a focus towards the rural issues, the agriculture related issues, and whatever concerns the rural population of this country, and understand what these issues are, if not too much in depth, at least a basic understanding of what it is all about, because it'll come very handy when you're sitting in the interview room and talking to the interviewer. You'll have context to work with, and then you will also be able to add value in your interview in terms of coming out with examples which you can quote at the time of the interview. So let's get into this session and quickly understand what all you need to be going through in the next few days before you go for the interview. Now, the first part of your selection process in IRMA is the IRMA SAT exam. So, in the second stage, this is what you will be encountering first. So, the IRMA SAT examination, and this examination is a multiple choice exam. So, I would suggest you all to buy the Pratyogita Darpan. There are a lot of versions of the Pratyogita Darpan. I would like you to buy the General Studies in and Indian Economy. This booklet is available everywhere in almost all the e-commerce website. Uh, in this book, if you look at the bottom part of this book, you will see there's a set of multiple choice questions, which is something that you should definitely go through. A lot of years questions have come from this multiple choice questions, if not exactly the same question, but similar question given in the examination. Apart from this, all of you should go through this book and have an understanding of the agriculture sector in India, the various government schemes in India, schemes specifically related to the rural population, organizations which work in the rural development, and the demographic scenario of the country, the breakup of the population in the rural area, what do they do, and what are the kind of the male female ratio, the literacy ratios, and various other demographic scenario that you can gather from the book, and try to understand what all this means to you when you are preparing for the interview as well later on. But specifically for INMASAT, these areas are important because you get questions from here, and if you read this book, you should be able to clear the interview without any problem. So now that you have very less time with you, I would suggest you to purchase this book. This costs somewhere about 200 to 250 rupees, and keep going through this book every day till the time you have the interviews. It'll be a good idea to go through the chapters multiple times. The book is about pure economics, the trade related economics, the monetary policy review. You have areas like the Human Development Index 2017. So some of these areas which are not pertaining to the rural or the agricultural area, you can just leave that. Just focus on agriculture and the rural schemes and the government schemes which are related to them. So that's about the IRMA SAT examination. You typically have a GD after this, and then these GDs are also based on agriculture or rural issues, which means if you have read the book or have gone through your preparation for IRMA, then you should be able to sail through it very easily, because it's nothing but something similar to a normal GD. Only thing is the topic is different. Sometimes you get a prioritization task where you will be given a problem and then 7 to 8 recommendations, and you need to prioritize which will be the most important of them. So whatever the case may be, preparation for the interview and the preparing from this book will definitely help you come out with valid points and have a good contextual clarity when you are actually sitting for either the GD or the interview. Now let's look at what you need to prepare specifically for the interview. And one of the things that you will definitely focus on is the area of agriculture. Now, what do you prepare in agriculture? First and foremost, you need to have an understanding of basic statistics of agriculture. So, what is the amount of food grains production in India? What kind of food grains are produced? So, the rice, wheat, maize, so on and so forth. Have an understanding of the cropping cycle. So, crop cycles. So, Kharif crop, Rabi crop, what does it mean? Uh, a understanding of your own state, what is produced in the state, what kind of food grains. This will give you a basic context to talk about when you're sitting in the interview, because you'll be able to relate to the statistics and talk based on that. Apart from this, Indian agriculture is going through a lot of issues. I want you to go through and understand what these issues are all about. So you have issues like farm mechanization, you have issues like irrigation, issues related to availability of credit, issues related to small farm holding. So plenty of issues that we have: infrastructure, we have the minimum support price, so on and so forth. I have put up a link out there, and I would want you to go and get a basic understanding by reading through that link. But more than that, I would like you to read from various sources so you can build perspective, and you'll be able to talk about it when you are asked anything related to this in the interview. Now, when we talk about agriculture, one of the most important event, or I would say milestones in Indian agriculture, is the Green Revolution. So uh, there's a link that I've provided. Go through and read about what Green Revolution was all about. How, what did it look at? What did Dr. M.S. Swaminathan do, and why this Green Revolution was so very important for us. So when you're looking at this, I want you to go back, look at the scenario of the country, pre-independence and post-independence. Look at those years when we had 5-year plans which were focused on to agriculture production, and then came the Green Revolution, and we have now become a self-sufficient country. So go about, read as to how this entire transition happened, what did the government do, and why this was such a big milestone in the country's history. Similarly, go through Yellow Revolution, read about what Yellow Revolution was all about. There's a lot of talk going on about the minimum support price. It has been in news for the last 2-3 years now. So go read about minimum support prices, what are the issues related to that, the subsidies, the incentives that the farmers get, and be able to talk about them when you are asked something in the interview. The budget and the economic survey is already done, so for the years, for the financial year. So I wanted to go and read about the budget allocation to agriculture, where this money has been allocated to, what kind of initiatives has the government come out with, what kind of new schemes have been floated, and also look at the economic survey and see how was the agriculture production for the year, and from where to where has it moved. All this will give you a lot of information to talk on and build, show your understanding of the scenario of agriculture in India. Now, although I have given you few links, that is just a basic preparation. If you go on to YouTube, you will find plenty of links which talk about various issues related to agriculture. There are beautiful videos, documentaries that you can watch. I would suggest you to download some of those videos while you're traveling, in your flight, or probably on road. Please use these videos to enhance your understanding of what are the real issues related to agriculture.
आपने बच्चों को खेती कराई है कभी? नहीं, क्यों?
क्योंकि ऐसा होता नहीं।
This is one such video that I was talking about, a beautiful video, 1,000 feet under. I would say all of you should definitely watch this. It talks about farmers' suicide. It will give you a perspective to talk about and understand what the issues are in agriculture today. Why do farmers commit suicide, and have a basic context when you're talking about these issues. After agriculture, the next most important aspect of the IRMA preparation is from a point of view of understanding the cooperative movement in India. Now, there are few links that I have actually given in the description of this video, which you can go and uh, read through. The cooperative movement in India was a big success in terms of the White Revolution and the Amul story. A lot of big cooperatives were formed during that time, especially in the area of dairying. And I would like you to go and read about what White Revolution was all about. What is this Amul story all about? Read a bit about Dr. Verghese Kurian. How did he bring about this change? Understand what a cooperative is, how does it benefit the farmers of the country, the rural population, how did they get empowered, which will give you an understanding of why the cooperative movement is so important for India today. And Apart from that, I would like you to pick up few of the major cooperatives in this country, apart from Amul, probably not in the area of dairying, but in handlooms or in agriculture, and understand how did they benefit the rural population and empowered women in villages. Now that is an important aspect of preparation. Why? Because IRMA in itself is very much involved with the cooperative movement, and you maybe ask questions related to that, and you should be able to talk about it. Also, it will be a good idea to go through the statistics related to milk production in India. So India is one of the largest producers, not one of the largest producer of milk in the world, and we also have the largest, highest number of cattle in the world. So go read about various issues related to milk production, um, issues related to breeds, issues related to yield, and have a perspective on what are the issues that farmers face in the area of dairying. Now, in all this, there are plenty of material available online. I put few links out there. I have also picked up some of the um, videos which are talked about videos about the cooperative movement. I would want you to go and watch the movie Manthan, which is about the cooperative movement in India, the Amul story. And it's a beautiful movie, a 2 hour movie by Shyam Benegal, and I think everybody should watch it before going to ERMA. And also the few of the TVCs which are there, beautifully made TVCs. I think it should all be looked at before you go through and attend the interview.
मेरो गाम काटा पारे जा दूध की नदियाँ बाहे जा कोयल टोको गाए मारे घर आंगना ना भूलो ना हमारे घर आंगना ना भूलो ना सपने हो गए हैं साकार दम के मारा ये घर बार आबे खुशियों की फुहार 12 महीने है त्योहार सुनो सुनो रे दूध का सागर बहता जाए कंगन सोने की खनकाए सुनो द्वार पे शहनाई मारे घर झंझन लक्ष्मी के बाजे ओ मारे घर झंझन लक्ष्मी के बाजे
So some of these videos are really beautiful. I'm sure you will enjoy these videos. Now, one area where you need to focus on, also not only for IRMA side but also in terms of your preparation and where preparation for interview, where they will ask you about is the rural schemes. And it's a good idea to go to the Ministry of Rural Affairs, because almost all the government schemes are mentioned in the Ministry of Rural Affairs. And if you go on to this website, you will also see that this website has got a lot of content out there, and you can actually go and read about various initiatives that the government has taken. You can in fact go and read about various departments under the rural affairs ministry. You can go and read about the Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, and probably a lot of other schemes which are run by the government of India. So a lot of stories out there, and you can click on view all and go into and read about all these in detail. And there are links given here which you can download as a PDF and read through. Now, beautiful website. I think all of you should spend time on this, understand what these schemes are all about, and probably make sure you have a context to talk about when you're going for the interview process. Also, read about some of the success stories of these schemes, the budget allocations into these schemes. Read more on issues which are related to the rural India apart from agriculture, the rural demographics in detail, and the demographics definitely related to your state. Uh, you can probably also look at what do you mean by rural markets, why companies are today so excited about the rural market in India, how is it changing, and what are the forecasts for the rural markets in the next 10 to 20 years. So it's a good thing to go through the ministry website and read through more about it so that you have a good understanding of what these issues and what these schemes are all about. The other website that I would encourage all of you to go through is the Agriculture Corporation and Farmer Welfare website. I've given the link on the in the description. Beautiful website. It talks about all the agriculture-based schemes, the welfare schemes for farmers, and it goes quite a lot in detail. In fact, you can go and click on the agriculture news and read all the news out there. And if you see here, everything is very much latest. So various measures which are being adopted to MSP for crops, which has been updated on 7th of February. So it's a very well updated website, and it gives you a lot of information. And I'm sure you're going to find this website very useful for your preparation for IRMA. Similarly, another area that you can go and read about is the National Agriculture Market. There is a website called ENAM, which is a Government of India website. It talks about a lot of technology integration. It talks about commodity markets, mobile apps which can give you information. It talks about various kind of payment methods, Beam, net banking, through which farmers can actually sell their commodity, get money, and buy stuff online. So go read about how technology has been come into play in the national in the agriculture markets, and how it is changing agriculture in this country. Beautiful website. So use this website because this is quite genuine, good information, and a lot of things to talk about when you go for the interview from this website. And these websites you can even quote while you are talking in the interviews. Similarly, you have the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana (NRLM), so National Rural Livelihood Program. So read about it because National Rural Livelihood Mission is something which is very close to heart of the Ministry of Rural Development, and it is also something that IRMA focuses on. And there's a lot of people doing internships based on this in IRMA, so it'll be a good idea to go and understand what this is all about. Because most of you are engineers who are going for the interviews, and a lot of you are from IT background, I would suggest you to go and read about usage of technology and especially IT in rural development. You can go and search YouTube videos on how blockchain has been used, artificial intelligence has been used, how machine learning has been used for various agriculture or rural related issues, to solve rural related issues. E-governance, e-commerce, various government initiatives which are there, and corporate initiatives like eChaupal, and a little on what digital markets are all about. So this is something very important because this will help you connect your work experience or your engineering degree to what you want to do in terms of rural development, and how you can use technology to address some of these issues, rural issues which are there, and hence talk convincingly in front of the interviewer. So very important to read about it so that you are convinced. You don't come back and ask me, sir, I am from IT, how will I add value? Because there's a lot to read online, and I've put few links out there. Have a look at it. If you look at the IRMA's course curriculum, and you will see that the course curriculum of IRMA is like any other college. You have courses in economics, financial accounting, organizational behavior, statistics and analytics. But the small difference in all this is that you will find courses like rural society and policy, which you may not find in other institutions. So if you see in the entire first term, you have one course out there. You have courses, developmental theories in your second term. You have courses like in the third term, you have green business and sustainable development. You have strategic procurement for agribusiness and rural development. So there are about 4 courses which are different in the rural management program of IRMA in the first 3 terms. But how this changes in the second year is because this college is focused on to rural management. You have quite a lot of rural management based courses out here. You have rural development and development management group, rural enterprise management group, and then under those you have a lot of courses which are there, like rural innovation is there here. You have courses related to probably, let's say, okay, these are more of generic programs. And then you have courses like public policy analysis, you have geoinformatics for rural management, you have things like social marketing, dairy development, so which are all giving you a perspective in terms of what these courses, what rural management is all about. Also, it'll be a good idea to go and have a look at the recruiters into the campus, and these are some of the recruiters which come for their final placements and internships. I would like you to go and read about these companies. Pick a few companies under each of these heads. So you have CSR and social business, you have collectives and cooperatives. So go read about what these some of these organizations do, how do they impact the society, how do they work in the area of rural development, so that it gives you a good idea of what to talk about in the interview. So more such organizations under the internship. So I picked all this up from the placement brochure of IRMA, and this you can also go and download it and look at all these companies. Go and read what these companies are all about, so that you have a basic understanding of what they do and why they pick IRMA graduates from campus for their organizations. Now, it's extremely important to understand why you want to join IRMA, because that's what you will be quizzed on. And all this work that we are doing in terms of reading about agriculture, or reading about placement figures, or placement companies, or looking at cooperative movement, is all to build the context and understand why you want to join IRMA. So make a story for yourself as to what you want to talk about, because this is something that you will be quizzed definitely in the IRMA interview. Now, I was actually going through the YouTube channel and of IRMA, and I found a beautiful video which all of you can go through. I've provided the link in the description as well. This is a beautiful story on IRMA and the PGD RM program.
Someone once told me that every dream has a destination. My dream of serving the people of rural India took me to a 2-year rural management program of IRMA in the small town of Anand, the home of Amul. After my engineering, I had the opportunity to join many prestigious management institutes.
So go have a look at that video, understand what IRMA is all about, and build your own story, so that you are able to talk and convince the interviewer out there that you are really looking forward to IRMA and rural management as a career. So that's all that I have for the day. I think if you can do this much work, you'll be able to sit there in the interview and talk convincingly to the interviewer. And that's what is required when you're going for an interview like this, because the interviewer will try to understand whether you have an understanding of what you're getting into, and is this course actually really made for you. So that is something that you need to prove when you're talking about why rural management for you as a person, right? So if you have any other doubts, you do get back to me, and I'll be happy to help you out with any other study material or videos or links which you can go through and understand about any other area that you want to look at. So thank you very much for watching. So start preparing.